Japanese theater, and it's an immersive event where the students can come and dance and have a party. It's an adaptation of the script, so the action will happen in an immersive style. They will get to watch the murders happen and take part in it as well.
So, hi, I'm James. I was a producer. I took care of the budgeting. Just very quickly, I put assets over there. That's like not the right word, but I'm not really great with words, so my bad. Our total for all of our expenses came to $4,350. So that gave us roughly $650 left over from the grant that we were given. When we were making this, I spoke to Dot because I'm in the lighting lab, and she gave me all kinds of advice, and one of the things she said was cut costs where you can. So wherever we were able to save money, we did. And yeah, I don't want to steal the show from anybody, so they'll give you more of a breakdown, but this is visually what all of our money looks like. And from ticket sales, we stand to make from our general admission tickets roughly $3,600, and from our VIP tickets, which will be explained, we stand to make about $1,800. And so our production, we're doing 3 shows, and our maximum capacity for each of the shows is roughly 100 people, and we expected about 240 tickets to be sold. Not that close to our maximum capacity, but still a pretty good number.
So what's the percentage? Yeah.
I don't know the percent.
Okay, so my name is Julian. I'm in charge of marketing. So for promotion, we're going to be putting some posters all around town, specifically in places where people spend most of their time, so like the downtown bus terminal. And there's going to be a Facebook page, which I will explain in a second. Then I talked to Anna about that, and I know for Three Musketeers she did some Devonshire Mall promotion, and there is no cost associated to that, but she just said you have to show up before the mall opens and clean up obviously after the mall closes. So we're going to have some people standing in costume, some of the actors, and they're going to be handing out flyers to people that are shopping. Then we're going to have some mini scene presentations around U-Windsor campus, since our play is going to be happening at U-Windsor, so it would be good to have a lot of students that come out to see our show. So I saw that for the Clean House, they had a mini 1 minute of the scene at the CAW to attract more customers, so I was thinking that we could have some of those all around campus. Then we're going to have a high school promotion, because high schools do study Macbeth, so if we can encourage students to come see our show, that would increase our ticket sale. And then some newspaper promotions, so we're going to be handing in a press release to newspapers with our play. And if they choose to not write anything about it, we still have all these other promotion methods set up, just in case. And then lastly, we're going to have a U-Windsor hoodie draw for ticket purchasers, so that will hopefully encourage more people to buy tickets. So this is our Facebook page, so we're going to have our poster as the profile picture. And then there's going to be a book now option where people can buy their tickets on the Facebook page. And then our Facebook page is going to have general information like the trailer, the date, the time. So we're going to have a lot of Facebook ads. I won't go too much into detail, there's a lot of math related, but I found a graph online that said how much it costs for entertainment per impressions and per clicks. So ideally, we would like to have about 15,000 impressions and 7,500 clicks. But although we don't know if that will happen, but just in case it does, we allotted $1,700 for the Facebook ads. So this is the poster. It doesn't have that much information on it because I like the idea of having it mysterious, so people will see the poster, see a date, they'll see the website, and then they'll be intrigued to go see what it's about because there's not much information on the poster, and once they're on the Facebook, they'll get more information and hopefully they'll buy tickets. So the marketing budget is $1,900. Most of it is going towards the Facebook ads. And in case we do run into any emergencies and we are in need of more money for a play, we have some extra funding set up. So we talked to some sponsors, and in the case where we do need extra money, we will be going to get money from them, and in return we'll put their logo on our program. And then we're going to have a VIP ticket, as James mentioned, where it's going to be an extra $10, and then the audience can meet the cast and they'll have extra snacks.
My name is Kiana. I'm one of the co-directors.
And I'm Michelle Blight, I'm the other co-director.
So we chose to have co-directors just because we thought that our idea did need collaborators on this, just because it is such an intense kind of idea, because we're trying to make it relatable to teenagers by setting it in prom, but still get the kind of psychological gore aspect of it, so we get the different visions and criticisms of the work. There's a deep focus on the actors' work, again, because of how psychological it is. And something that's really cool about what we are hoping to do is we want the party to be happening. The actors can interact with members of the audience, be having a conversation, and then a scene will start in the show, and that's how the show progresses. And it's very immersive, so it can be seen from all angles. It will be happening in different parts of the room, sometimes at the punch bowl, sometimes directly beside an audience member, etc.
And it's an adaptation of the script, so we're basing it a lot on the plot line rather than word for word. We are taking some elements of the script, so for example, Lady Macbeth's mad scene, that would probably be the original script. Yeah. So we've had a lot of inspiration, and we're looking at a lot of modern inspiration, things that teens this age would be looking at. So American Horror Story is a big one. We're going for that horror, gothic, black and white theme. Carrie, 1976, that's a big horror prom-based horror movie. So if you see the photo of Katie, you can see her ties. And Heathers in 1988.
And along with Heathers, it also, that musical just became really big in the musical theater industry right now, especially with teenagers and young people. So marketing our show to be along the same lines as that will give us more of an in with that specific group as well.
And for the trailer, we wanted to keep it very minimal, so there's a minimal reveal of scenery and a minimal reveal of characters. So if they want more information about the dance and the party aspect, they would have to go on the Facebook page. As for prom, like, you always have these expectations built up, and then you go and you actually see. So our prom theme is Enchanted Forest, of course. And so you see the trailer, it's deep reds and blacks, fast clips to create the anxious mood so that the audience kind of has some preconceived notion of what they're stepping into. And we leave it with an open ending, so they'll have to do further research if they want to figure out what this is about.
Oh, what's up tonight? Me, Noah, and
I'm Zara.
we starting off in the Movement Studios, where most of the action is going to take place as in the prom setting. We set up sort of cafeteria tables like they would in a prom. We'll get those tables from the Jackman, as well as the side tables for the punch bowl and the crown. We'll also be buying 2 thrones for Macbeth and Lady Macbeth to sit on, especially during that dinner scene. And we have some area for washrooms where the porter scene is going to take place. We thought it would be very creative to have the porter scare patrons entering the washroom. So we'll have a male porter and a female porter in the washroom. Moving on to the punch bowl, we'll throw to Zara.
Okay, so the punch bowl, we're gonna have the punch bowl to symbolize, because every prom has like a punch bowl, you know, that everyone wants to spike. So it really ties in with the whole high school theme. And then we're gonna have a white prom banner at the back, and we're gonna put it with red paint on it, just to symbolize that red blood. And we're also gonna have a white sheet on all the tables with Katie's handprints on it. She plays Lady Macbeth. And that's gonna symbolize how there will be bloodshed eventually at the end of the prom. So then we're gonna have 2 gold thrones for the prom king and queen to sit at. And we will be using the panels for the bathroom stalls in the porter scene. And then there will be balloons and streamers to decorate.
So Katie and I did costume and makeup. Katie can't be here today because of medical reasons, but we've set aside about $250 for costume and makeup. All of that hasn't been used, but we're using a lot of it as a cushion in case anything happens with costume or we run out of makeup. A lot of the clothing will be brought in by the actors since it's so modern. Usually people have formal wear that they can use and dispose of. If anything, we'll be going to thrift shops and we'll be getting it by donation, because a lot of people have prom dresses that they don't want anymore, so people are very willing to give those away. Beauty makeup will also be brought in by the actors. A lot of women specifically have their own, and since it's so immersive, we don't want to go so spectacle-based, except for the SFX, because people will be so close up. We will be buying foundations and SFX makeup, because that's not something people typically have. So this is just a quick breakdown of our budget. We have the ingredients for fake blood, which can be easily washed out in a setting spray So some inspiration, we took a lot from Carrie and Prom Night, which are two horror-themed prom-based. So this also goes in with set. It's a lot of the glitter, it's a lot of the glam, it's a lot of the cheesy aspect of prom. Carrie's another big inspiration, so we are going to have Katie drenched in blood. So in the trailer, Katie's drenched in blood, and it's a lot. It starts off with a typical prom theme, but then by the end, it's one gory mess. So that's where the blood comes in. We looked at a lot of previous productions of Lady Mac when we were thinking about her costume, and it's a lot of reds used, a lot of greens for envy. So we. The witches, we looked at a lot at American Horror Story Coven, and again, we're going with the modern ideas of black prom dresses. We looked at past examples, and they wear a lot of greens and blacks as well. And Macbeth, we're going to put him in black just to represent the impurity he has, and in a lot of productions, he's again wearing blacks and reds. Makeup, again, very easy, simple prom makeup for the women, nothing too difficult. Since it's modern and since it's so close, we don't want to do anything too difficult. Same with the hairstyles, basic prom, modernized, simple. Some special effects makeup, we're relying a lot on the gore, a lot on the blood, a lot on the spectacle of that when it comes time to have that scene. And yeah.
All right, so we are looking at sound at the moment. My name is John Joe, and I'm the sound designer. Since it is in that prom setting, we have a DJ, which is 100% free. It's someone that we personally know. So we have the DJ, we have any music that he's created that he's willing to give us, so it's 100% royalty free. We have all the equipment as well. That's actually his equipment that you see in the photo. So you have the soundboard. We have one microphone up at the front because the actors don't need the microphones as the show is immersive. So each little scene is going on at different times. You don't want microphones and speakers to kind of overlap each other. And since the movement studio is a relatively small area, you don't necessarily need many microphones. So we'll have one up at the front with the DJ for any announcements that are going on during the show. And then we'll also have a wireless mic as well, so that anyone with an announcement can walk around the set as well.
Hi, my name is Andre Boss, and I'll be doing the lighting design for this play. And I chose that instead of having the lighting design and all the lighting implements taken away from the play, I would implement into them by putting them as part of the scenery, because you know every DJ brings his lights and all of his equipment and sets it up. So I decided to buy lighting trees, and what they are is, as they sound, the trees, so you set them up and you can hang lights off of them. So we'll have those people like look at, see that this is where the light's coming from instead of wondering. And then with that, I can also put gobos and colors and gels in them, because that way I can help set the atmosphere for the witches scenes, any of the murders, and for the deaths in the play. And then it's also helped to enhance, and my budget is $715 because I had to buy 2 lighting trees, 3 simple par lights, and then a dimmer pack. And for anyone that hasn't done lighting, the dimmer pack just simply connects your light to the board, so you can get actual cues in. So it's not like I plug it into the wall, I take it out, and then that's my light. It's like I can turn it down and all that. And then on the next slide, you'll see examples of the par and 2 gobos that would be awesome for setting the scene of the witches, like flashes of lightning, because we can't do it outside.
So prom's keeping it simple. We're doing the red solos to go with the cheesy prom feel with the punch bowl. We have allocated for punch mix. That includes all the refills for the 3 performances. And then the dagger, we're keeping it simple, is just a retractable dagger to add to the illusion of
Okay, I'm sure everyone's in Macbeth, so let's just rewind a little bit to 1606, because that's when it was first thought that the play was first played. And Macbeth is also known as a Scottish play, or as Mackers, some of us say. It's because Macbeth is known to be a cursed play, which is because Shakespeare used real spells, and which angered the witches, and the play was then cursed. This is just a little bit of history on Macbeth, and one thing that really inspired us to do the immersive theater that we're doing is Sleep No More and Brentwood. Sleep No More, it's Macbeth, 5 stories. You can walk wherever you want, follow anyone you want, follow their story. We don't have 5 stories, but we're going to be in a studio. We're going to be reliving prom, and I'm sure everyone's going to love to relive prom dance. And you get to see everything that happens while you're in the studio. You could also leave, like also mentioned before, with the bathroom. There will be a little bit happening outside. But I am Dill, and I'm the dramaturg.